Hey guys, Marstingan here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. And so this celebration had quite a lot of easy A's, and so did the previous one. We've gone back to back with a couple of celebrations here where ZENI has been spent in quite a significant amount, and that's one of the things that I see, like especially newer players complaining about a lot, is not having the ZENI to actually do all of these easy A's that we are getting. So obviously we've talked about this in the past. One of the best ways I think for you guys to farm ZENI is to do easy A's past the actual point that you're supposed to finish them. So obviously for like an LR easy A, for example, you only have to do the first 10 stages. You can go further than that if you want, and then obviously, you know, the easy A ones, the LR ones are a lot harder, so I don't recommend trying these. Like getting to stage 43 for the Bardock one was significantly more difficult than getting to the higher stages of some of these other ones, like the Goku one. The Goku and Frieza one are really good to do if you pulled the new Goku or Frieza, because they absolutely destroy this event. The Super Saiyan 4 one was generally quite difficult, but the one that people the ones that people gravitate towards quite a lot is the Kid Buu one, the physical Kid Buu. Physical Kid Buu requires you to use STR Pure Saiyans, which is of course an incredibly powerful team. You have units like the LR Goku and Vegeta, the Super Saiyan 4 Goku, like post Easy A. So his one is considered particularly easy. The Broly one is the one that I know a lot of people have got the highest on, because it's tech movie heroes, which is a very strong setup, has a couple of really powerful LRs, and then yeah, there's the physical Kid Buu one. Some of them I haven't gone as high as you can, but there's definitely a lot of these that you can get super far into. But some of you out there might be thinking, well, you know, I don't have any of the tech LRs for movie heroes, so I can't do this Broly one, and I didn't pull STR Vegito and STR Vegito, so STR Goku and Vegeta, or maybe like you didn't have the right team to do the Super Saiyan 4 Goku Easy A, so you don't have him Easy A'd. Well, the point of this video, as I'm sure you guessed from the title, is there is in fact an Easy A that requires you to use the GINYU Force, and that is this one, the Fierce Battle Saga. So this Easy A came out quite a while ago. It was 7 different units all getting easy A's at the same time in one normal event. So you did the 30 stages, and as you went through the stages, it gave you medals for all of the characters at the same time. So once you'd done stage 30, you then had all the medals to awaken all of these characters up to being fully Extreme Z awakened. So as you can see, I did go a little bit further on this one. This was back when, like way back before, and it was starting to get a little bit tricky, because obviously like the Tech LR Ginyu has a 100% leader skill. The free-to-play Ginyu Force was a pretty strong free-to-play team for some time, and then obviously they started to drop off a little bit. But now, of course, they all have their easy A's, and they are very powerful, aside from the Tech LR. So there's 2 different ways that you can choose to do this. So once you go past stage 30, you always fight AGL Super Vegeta. So he will be the boss that you fight throughout the entire run. Even if you go up to stage like 300, it will always be the AGL Super Vegeta. So I think it's Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta, I believe, actually. So if we look for Extreme Tech, I actually have someone on my friends list has the Ginyu set, and then there's a guest. Now, this is, of course, another problem that you could run into is, well, what if I don't find any Tech Ginyu friends on the list? Well, fortunately, that is not the end of the world, because, as we said earlier, the Ginyu Force leader skill is only 100% for these guys. So, those of you that have been around the channel recently and seeing some of the videos that I've been putting out, you will know that you can go ahead and bring a cooler, or you could bring LR Turles. He'll be here somewhere, I'm sure. Look at all these coolers. LR Turles. Or, are there actually going to be any Bojacks? I swear it's rare to find. There we go. There's some Bojacks. So, all the Ginyu Force are on Terrifying Conquerors and Space Traveling Warriors. So, these teams are much better to run. You have a much higher leader skill. Are there any guest Bojacks? Yeah. Oh, look at this. A rainbow guest. Let's go. So, the important thing is, of course, the fact that you're bringing the Bojack. He is a support unit for Space Traveling Warriors. I've got Cooler set as a leader. I tried him out as well. He does only support transformation boost, so obviously he's not supporting most of the Ginyu Force. But you can bring any mixture of the Ginyu Force that you want. I didn't bring the physical LR, because whilst the physical LR is good, obviously the Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta is AGL. So I wanted to prioritize bringing this guy because he is a tech unit. He does also raise allies attack on 18 key super. So let's go ahead and see just how easy this is going to be. So this is stage 51 now with the fully easy aid Ginyu Force under double 170 leaders. So let's see how we can start off here. So let's actually just go ahead and put the LR in slot 1. Although we can't get the 18 key super. What are our defenses looking like here? The LR actually does have more defense than Guldo, because Guldo raises his defense on super attack. So let's just go ahead and put him in slot 1. And let's see the difference here. So bear in mind, like I said, getting past stage 30 before these guys had their easy A's, it was starting to become a little bit more difficult, because obviously the units were pretty weak back then before their Extreme Z awakenings. But, I mean, Ginyu just coming out of the gate with almost a 4 million attack stat. And boom, 5.7 million damage, no crit, and Vegeta is out of here. So let me try, in fact, let's actually see what, let's try it out with the LR Ginyu as the leader, because obviously there may be some of you out there, again, if you're newer to the game, maybe you've only just managed to get the full Ginyu Force, you easy aid them, because their Extreme Z area requires most of the free-to-play Namek Saga units from this event, so you should have been able to get through a lot of the Extreme Z area. Let's bring a non-rainbow one, because obviously not everyone can find a rainbow friend. And then let's change this up here. So let's find the Ginyu Force. Ginyu Force. So we'll take off Cooler as the leader and just use the tech LR Ginyu, and we'll see how this goes. Obviously, if you're a newer player, you might not have the physical LR, so let's bring Jace as well. Jace, despite having type disadvantage, obviously does see super attacks, which is really useful. So this team, anyone can run, right? Just the tech Ginyu leader, the full Easy A Ginyu Force, and then bring a 170 friend leader. So doesn't matter whether that is Cooler or Bojack. Bojack is definitely the better choice because he is a Space Traveling Warriors support unit. So, of course, he will be providing support to the team if he's in slot 3. The only thing you will have to be careful about, of course, is Bojack, because he's not on the Ginyu Force category and therefore not getting the special bonuses for this event. If he gets hit with a super attack, especially considering the fact that he has type disadvantage, he is going to take a pretty significant amount of damage. But as you can see here, with the Bojack friend 170 lead and then the 100% lead from the tech Ginyu LR, we are still able to take Vegeta out in one turn. So we didn't one-shot him, but we took him out in one turn. And we didn't even have Bojack on rotation. So let's try out the only other combo, I guess, which is, I guess, probably the weakest one. Let's say you can't find any other friends other than a Ginyu. So, I mean, see, look, the guest one has just completely disappeared. Good old Dokkan friend system. Fortunately, we have the friend one there. So let's try this out then. Just the full free-to-play Ginyu with the double tech LRs. This is the bare minimum that, like, anyone can run. I mean, finding the tech Ginyu friend, I would say, is probably harder than finding, like, a Bojack or a Cooler. If you can't find Bojack, definitely bring Cooler. But if you are forced to resort to using double LR Ginyu leads, let's see how long it actually takes us to beat this one. Because remember, of course, with this team setup, like, the LR is technically the weakest unit on the team. And because he has type advantage and still has relatively okay stats, you can see we are still tanking for double-digit damage. And they still did a reasonable amount of damage with the crit off of his 12 key super. So in fact, we might actually finish him off in one turn here. Because remember, the tech LR Ginyu is also a support unit for these guys. So there you go, we one-turned him again. So, pretty straightforward. If you need ZENI, this one has now become insanely easy. Let's see if anyone else on my friends list has been tearing through this one. Yeah, see, I'm ranked 12 at stage 54. So, let's see who else has been doing this. Yeah, see, I've got people on here who are at 100. But if you look at this, like, his Ginyu wasn't easy aid. So, obviously, he was doing this before Ginyu got his one. And it was still this easy to get to 100. So doing this with the fully easy aid Ginyu Force, this is going to be able to make you a ton of ZENI. I think I have a bunch of the spare statues already anyway, yeah, because obviously I'm very close to ZENI cap. Like, once this 7 is a 9 and the rest are 9s, that is the maximum ZENI. So I'm always hanging on to a bunch of these Hercule statues, because you can't go past the cap anyway. But yeah, there you go. So if you're short on ZENI, even if you're a newer player, as long as you can have the full free-to-play Ginyu Force team and get even a couple of them easy aid, this one is going to be super, super easy for you to grind out a whole bunch of stages and make a ton of ZENI. So let me know your thoughts down below. If you try this one out, let us know what stage you managed to get to. Obviously, it's a little bit time-consuming to go through multiple stages, but as you saw in the last part of this video, it didn't take us very long to beat 3 stages, and we were already above 50. So should be pretty straightforward if you have fully easy aid your Ginyu Force team, and then a wealth of ZENI awaits you. So let me know what stage you guys managed to get up to, or if you have another favorite one, let me know your highest stage that you've gotten to in any easy A. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new, check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.